Hello, guys and gals, and this is a movie review for The Bad Guys. This is a movie that's basically based off of a children's book. I had the book for a while, but then I donated it to the library after I read it. I had found it at a thrift store in really, really good shape, practically new, and I think I paid like 50 cents for it. So, anyways, I basically donated it to the library. Since it was, a popular movie at the time and, thought they could use it. I always try to support the local library as much as I can since it's a smaller library. Anyways, this movie is, I should point out, loosely based on the book. I always have to say that because purists would say, well, it's really kind of a far stretch from the book, and that would be true. Actually, this is a franchise that spans a lot of books. Basically, last time I looked, there was like 8 to 10 books in this particular franchise, and basically, when you have a book that is around, I don't remember exactly how many pages it was, but each page was like a one-frame comic. So making a full-length movie just out of that, you really have to stretch and do all that. One of the more notable things about this movie was that once the trailer was announced, that a lot of fan art popped up, just almost instantly after the trailer went live. Mainly people were really thirsty for Mr. Wolf, and who can blame him? He's like the new husbando, like Rocket Raccoon was in Nick Wilde and all that. Anyways, and that's perfectly fine. If anything, I think DreamWorks should be flattered that their movie had such a quick response from the furry community. Anyways, um, this movie was really, really interesting. Um, there was something weird about the movie, and so maybe the next day I realized what was up with it and what I found odd. But I will go into that later if I don't forget. I'll probably forget. Anyways, the movie centers around a group of bad guys. There is man, let me see if I can remember them all. But before I go into that, the voice cast, I only recognize one of them, which is perfectly fine. I mean, there's lots of great movies out there that don't have an all-star cast. The only cast member I recognized from the movie was Aquafina, who played Mrs. Tarantula, and an amazing character. That very talented, gifted actress at that. But anyways, let's see. I hope I don't leave any of these out, and if I do, I'm sorry. I'm making this review after a few days from watching the movie, which I need to learn not to do that. Basically, the first people we meet are Mr. Snake and Mr. Wolf, and they're in a cafe, and everyone is afraid of them because they're the bad guys. And I think that basically centers because of a lot of misconceptions about them as a species, and also because Mr. Wolf is like the bad guy in lots of fairy tales and children's books, a la Little Red Riding Hood, the Three Little Pigs, all of that. So he has kind of a reputation, as does Mr. Snake, because snakes are. Anyone who has a pet snake, I don't, but I know people who have snakes as pets, will tell you that not all snakes are bad. In fact, they make really good pets. And there's also Mr. Shark, who can somehow survive outside of water, which is kind of interesting, really. And sharks are basically also have a bad reputation as being violent predators, which in certain situations they are. But for the most part, that reputation is not exactly warranted. There's also Mr. Piranha, who again is an anthropomorphic piranha that can live out of water some way. They never really explain how, and it's a children's movie, so who really cares? Sometimes logic just doesn't really apply. And again, piranhas probably have the rightful reputation of being rather fierce. They can like skeletonize a cow in like a couple seconds or something. According to the Far Side, anyways, or something like that. Maybe that reputation is warranted. There's also, as I said before, Miss Tarantula, and she is like a hacker and really good at all that kind of stuff. Let's see. I think that's everybody. Was that five? I think that was five. Anyways, they all have a secret hideout, and they're always tormenting the cops who try to catch them, but they always get away. So it's one of those. This movie did kind of put me in mind of Zootopia, but on the other side of the fence, like from if Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde were bad guys. Well, actually, Nick Wilde was a bad guy for a while. But, anyways, it wasn't quite that in depth, though. Anyways, something was bothering me about the movie, and then I realized what it was. You see, in this universe, there these anthropomorphic animals are supposed to be coexisting with humans, but there are only seven anthropomorphic animals that are ever shown. So, I mean, that kind of could have been better. I mean, if you're gonna say that, this is a fictional. This was a town. This takes place in Los Angeles, and basically in the background, all you ever see are humans. So there's only seven anthropomorphic animals in the entire movie, and that just seems kind of weird. Now, granted, I haven't read the book, but you would imagine that there would be more than seven anthropomorphic animals. The other two are the governor, who was Foxington, I believe her name was, and then there was Marmalade, who was this anthropomorphic guinea pig. Now, in this world, there's Marmalade, and he is an anthropomorphic guinea pig, but there's also like about a million regular guinea pigs that aren't anthropomorphic. They're like people's pets. So I kind of found that kind of strange. Not bad, just strange. That's kind of like having a world where there's anthropomorphic horses, but there's also feral horses, and the anthropomorphic horses ride the feral horses. Feral referring to horses that aren't anthropomorphic. Um, like if you had an BoJack Horseman kind of guy riding a feral horse, but not in the dirty way or anything like that. Just to have both. You'd think that the feral species would die out or something like that. But then again, that's that. Anyways, I thought the movie was well paced. It was a children's movie, so there were some gaps in logic. There were some plot twists that were kind of easy to predict, but some that did take me by surprise. Um, Really, really a good movie, I thought. I've ended up renting it from Redbox, then buying a copy of it from Redbox because I really enjoyed it. Um, Very, very good movie. Again, the plot was that the anthropomorphic animals were living in the human world, but there weren't very many anthropomorphic animals. I think they probably could have remedied that by in the background having more anthropomorphic animals than just seven. And this is a spoiler-free review, of course, so there is something common to all seven of the anthropomorphic animals, if you think about it, and you figure it out at the end of the movie. But yeah, I thought the movie was well paced, well voice acted. Like I say, I only recognized one of the voice actors, which is perfectly fine. I'm not a socialite or anything. I don't know anything about these popular movies or celebrities or anything like that, but I only recognize Aquafina, and that's perfectly fine. I mean, I loved the movie Half Brothers, and that had like nobody I recognized at all in it. And it's good to see movies that don't have an all-star cast really getting their their due, their fame, their popularity, and it's rightly so because the movie is wonderful. Um, so um, there is some rude humor, which is of course common these days. Um, this was put out by Universal, I believe. Universal in tandem with DreamWorks, which I didn't realize that DreamWorks or that Universal was a subsidiary of Comcast, which was kind of interesting. Then again, I don't know anything about all these mergers and stuff that's happening behind the scenes. This was actually a really good movie. Also had a lot of really nice behind the scenes stuff, like about half an hour of behind the scenes stuff. just on the DVD, which was pretty good because usually they put that stuff on the Blu-ray. So it's kind of good that I get to see it because, well, I have a Blu-ray player. I just have never really hooked it up to my TV or anything. Yeah, I'm that guy. Anyways, because I don't really watch TV at all. I've got TVs and I just never use them. Um, Anytime I watch a movie, it's gonna be on my laptop, and I wish I had like a portable Blu-ray player or something so I could hook it up to my laptop because, yeah. Anyways, that's beside the point. I've got Blu-rays I need to watch, but I don't have a Blu-ray player, so yeah, maybe someday they'll go on sale, or I'll get around to hooking it up to a TV or something. But anyways, this movie I thought was very very good. You should check it out. Very very good, entertaining kids movie. But it has scenes that adults will appreciate as well. Very very good. Um, I thought the tone of the movie was pretty even throughout. There were a lot of nice little plot twists that really made it a fun film. And so, yeah, this is a movie I would highly recommend you check out. But that's just my opinion, and you can either take my opinion or leave it. Either way is fine. And if you like this content, make sure you like and subscribe and ring the bell so you know when I upload. Also, if you want to support me in any way, or if you want to join the Discord server, all that information will be in the description below. And as always, thanks for watching, everyone. You're loved, and have a great day.